lights are out and you stumble in the dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just hold me. Just hold me. Just hold me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just hold me. Just hold me. Just hold me. Just hold me.
After an absolute war in the Queen City last week, the likes of which hadn't been seen in over 100 years, we come to Gateway for the next round of the ThunderClap Stock Car iRacing Series. Welcome to the Gateway 157, presented by ESBN. Tony Trapasso up in the booth with you tonight for this one. A lot of moving and shaking going on right now on track as the hot lap session getting ready to wind on down. Thomas Aaron sitting atop the pile right now. Roger Diebold, Tyler Chalk, and J.D. Woodward rounding out your top of the leaderboard. beautiful views tonight as we are aimed at downtown St. Louis. We are just across the river in Madison, Illinois, here at lovely and picturesque Gateway. As we look down from the Badger Blimp, gorgeous facility here. And if anybody from iRacing is listening, please give us the go-kart track. And about 2 minutes left here in the warm-up session. I want to thank everybody for making us a part of your Wednesday evening. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss a single moment of action here on the Esports Broadcasting Network, as we're doing this every night of the week. As we have debuted already the SRM Super Late Model AI Series on Saturday nights. And if you haven't seen the first 3 rounds of that one, you've been missing out on some major action. It is a who's who of full-fendered short track racing in the U.S. Take a quick look at our weather conditions as they sit right now. 78 degree ambient air temperature, partly cloudy skies, 2 mile an hour winds, not a big deal. Late in the afternoon here in Madison, Illinois. Track temperature currently sitting at only 83 degrees. So, and that's going to go down as the sun continues to set. About a minute left here in practice. So if you've got to use a little driver's room, I would suggest doing so now. A couple of notable names not with us tonight. Tyler Truex is here. Ryan still MIA. And I believe this is the first time we've seen Tyler Chalk since the opener at Daytona. There is the 8-8 of Mark McCreary, who had a great run going last week. Air Roger himself, Roger Diebold, in the 38. Those of you who saw Talladega know exactly why he's called Air Diebold. As that is going to do it for the hot lap session. We're just waiting for the final trucks to clear out for us to be able to start the... There we go. Let's see who's going to be the first one to roll it for qualifying. 2 laps of solo qualifying. As it looks like a whole bunch of them going already. There's Diebold being one of them. Go Gadgedoris taking his Silverado out on track. There is Tyler Chalk in the 31. He's rolling. Bo Condon's got the 25 wound up and rolling. Steven Sharik, who's had a great season so far in the trucks. And there is Ryan. We missed him earlier in the warm-up session, but Ryan Truex out on track right now. Looking to make up for having one stolen from him last week at the Roval. As we are going to follow along with Ryan, first flyer here. As a matter of fact, we are going to go on board. This is what he's seeing. Purple in the first sector, purple in the second sector. Truex to the top of the pile, 33.97 on his opening salvo. And Roger Diebold on his second lap right now. Less than 2/10 back off of Ryan currently. 34.11 was Diebold's first lap. Thomas Aaron jumping up to second quick. Diebold able to improve, but not improve his station. Up to third quick. Tyler Chalk currently sitting fourth. Scott Famosa has some pretty strong runs recently. He's going to go fifth quick currently. Dustin Stallings in the 5. The old Mike Skinner throwback scheme on that one tonight. And lap 2 is going to be a throwaway. Bobby Grant in the 14 out on track right now. As is Justin Clapper rounding out 16th right now. Ryan Zunk has had some pretty decent runs as of late, running the Captain Crunch colors on that Silverado tonight. It looks like lap 2 going to be a throwaway for him. Greg Vial to the top of the pile. Nicely done, sir. Greg McConey in the body armor 12 out on track right now. Coming to put completion on his first lap. Looks like he may have banged the wall on lap 1. Needs to get a clean one in. As good head of steam down the back straightaway. Tyler Truex out on track right now, as is Matt Garrett in the 3. McConey's second lap going to be the only one that's going to count, it looks like. It's going to put him 13th quick. We're going to check on board with Tyler Truex. As... Why am I not getting... Apparently Tyler jumped back to the pit. Here's the 23 of Zunk. Lap number 2 for him is going to count. 14th quick. Took some off of it. Make sure he got a clean one in. Tyler back out on track now. See if he can get a clean one in. His clock is ticking. About 5 minutes left here in the qualifying session. Tommy Allen Jr. still has to lay a time down. Tyler Truex out on track right now. J.D. Woodward's rolling it. Michael Grant out rolling it. Justin White and Seth Gadjadoris both still have to lay one down. Lap 1 for Tyler Truex not going to count. Looks like he may have banged the wall somewhere. Lap number 2 for Truex looking a little more tidy. Flirting with that safer barrier, coming off of 4 though. Truex going to slide into 14th quick. Grant calling it one and done. J.D. Woodward taking his second one. And yet another Mike Skinner throwback scheme. Woodward purple in the first sector. What's the second sector look like? That's going to slot him into third quick. So only a couple drivers still haven't yet to lay down time. Josh Corner just turning laps right now in that real tree number 9. I do want to thank everybody for joining us currently in the live chat. If you haven't done so already, let us know who you're pulling for. We will try to highlight your favorite driver throughout the night. Still waiting on Seth Gadjadoris, Justin White, Tommy Allen Jr. to post some times. As the temperature on track has dropped a couple more degrees since the start of qualifying. Was 83, now down to 81. And the temperature is going to continue to fall as the night wears on. And we are going to end up under the lights here at Gateway. Again, just across the river from downtown St. Louis. Multi-purpose facility has the drag strip behind the main grandstand on the front stretch of the oval. As a matter of fact, I believe our good friends up in the Bad Year Blimp can give us a good shot of that. There you see it, right behind the oval. You can see where the cars are parked behind the grandstand. That's not a road, that's the drag strip. NHRA came here quite a number of years. Host to some SCCA racing, World Karting Association, multi-purpose facility, always fun to come to St. Louis. Some of the nicest people you're ever going to meet on the planet. But again, you are watching the ThunderClap Stock Car iRacing Series. Gateway 175 from World Wide Tech Raceway here in lovely Madison, Illinois. Thank you so much for making us a part of your Wednesday evening. Just about a minute left in qualifying. So if anybody's going to get a lap in, they're probably going to want to do it now. My normal broadcast partner, Frank Marchese, is actually on location right now in San Diego doing some producing of the San Diego Padres. He's actually at the ball game right now, making sure that that broadcast goes out without a hitch. We can only hope for the same tonight here in the ThunderClap Stock Car iRacing Series. And just about 1 minute left here in qualifying. Seth Gadgedoris, Justin White, Tommy Allen Jr. all electing to not take time here tonight. Justin White, I believe, is up in race control. And in case you're having problems with your audio and wondering why the hell my voice sounds the way it does, I have a sinus infection. So we are going to muddle through this tonight, folks. I do apologize for the low voice quality tonight. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but we may be digging into the driver roster before the night's out to have a guest to join us in the booth. As that is going to do it for qualifying. Warm-up session getting ready to roll off as these guys are going to get one final crack at it. And as the warm-up session is starting to roll, we are now going to go trackside to Mr. Terry Adams and tonight's national anthem. Thank you, Terry, for that rendition of the Star Spangled Banner and the flyover from the 174th. Thank you all so much for joining us here tonight for the next round of the ThunderClap Stock Car iRacing Series. As this is going to be the last time we are going to see the trucks until we go to dirt, baby. Next week we will be at Martinsville in the Xfinity cars, followed by Las Vegas in the Next Gen Cup car on the 29th. And then July 6th, Bristol Dirt. I'm loving it. Stage breaks tonight, going to be on laps 30 and 60. 125 laps of scheduled distance here tonight. Not a lot of racing left here in the regular season, as we've got tonight, then Martinsville, Vegas, Bristol, Homestead, and Richmond. And then we go into the playoffs. Cars rolling right now as warm-up session underway. Ooh, and the 9 getting a little loose coming off of 4. There's Chance Leahy in the 34. J.D. Woodward in the house. Thomas Aaron in the house. Scott Formosa, Matt Garrett. Robert Walton is with us tonight. There is the 54 Cherry, who's been on a tear as of late. Ooh. That looked healthy. Get that out of your system now, boys. And we are going to get ready to click on over to the actual race session. That is going to do it for the hot lap session. Pretty decent sized field here tonight. As we now go down to the starting grid. Greg Vial setting quick time for Tyler Truex Racing, 33.96 dead. He's going to be joined with Ryan Truex, just 5 thousandths behind him. J.D. Woodward and Thomas Aaron making up row number 2. Roger Diebold and Dustin Stallings in row number 3. Row 4 gives us Tyler Chalk and Chase Leahy, Scott Formosa, and Cole Gadgedoris rounding out your top 10. Michael Grant and James Sharik going to roll off in row number 6. Row 7 is going to go to Mark McCreary. Mark McCreary and Tyler Truex. Steven Sharik and Greg McConey making up row number 8. Row 9 goes to Ryan Zunk and Anthony Burleson. Matt Garrett and David Hall rounding out your top 20. Nate Bryant and Bo Condon going to roll off in row 11, with row 12 going to Bobby Grant and Josh Corner. Justin Clapper and Matt Cherry making up row 13. Row 14 is going to see Vince Burns and Robert Walton. Nikolai Jardin and Tommy Allen Jr. making up row number 15. Row 16 is going to go to Justin White and Seth Gadgedoris. And I believe Justin White is in race control. Yes, he is. So 31 cars scheduled to roll off here tonight. 4 sets of tires to get it done with. No fast repairs. Stage breaks on laps 30 and 60 here tonight at Gateway. And it looks like we are missing. Yes, we are. That's Seth Gads Joris and Tyler Chalk both electing to pit start. That is going to move J.D. Woodward and Ryan Truex up to the point as the field on its formation lap behind the Chevy Silverado pace truck, the official pace truck of iRacing. Let's hope my voice holds out for this one, folks. Brand new restart zone from iRacing is in effect tonight. So we're going to see how that's going to affect the racing. No longer can the leader just go as soon as the pace car peels off, with the restart rule in effect. Field looked to be in pretty good condition as they work their way down the back straightaway. Now, something to keep in mind, there is that jut that they're coming up to right now. Very easy to clip that wall as it comes back into play. As the field works its way into the 3-4 complex, Truex going to have the button here on the initial start. As the pace truck gets ready to haul it on off, the only thing left for me to say is, it's time to wipe the visor and adjust the 5-point harness. Grandma, pop some popcorn, because it's time to get it on in St. Louis. Race fans, it's showtime! And yes, that was as painful as it sounded, folks. As J.D. Woodward gets a good getaway on the inside. Truex right alongside as Aaron and Diebold side by side behind him. Truex in the lead right now, coming down the back straightaway. They're finally getting it sorted out. And, oh, pop for jumping the start. Oh, that is no bueno. Ryan Truex and J.D. Woodward both get popped.
Yellow flag is out.
And talk about timing. Josh Corner biffing it. Going into 3, it looks like. There he is on the top side, coming through 3 and 4 now in that real tree number 9. Cold tires. And around she goes. Oi! And stacks them up behind him. Let's watch that one again. Looks like both 25s just got into the wall. And they did. Well, looks like Bo Conlon's going to be joining me in the booth pretty soon here. As we go back live. And again, J.D. Woodward and Ryan Truex both pop for jumping the start. Want to thank Justin White for being up in race control tonight. Want to thank everybody for joining us in the live chat. If you haven't done so already, give this video a thumbs up. Let us know you like what you're seeing. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, because we are fast approaching 2,500 subscribers here on the Esports Broadcasting Network. Currently sitting under caution. Thomas Aaron shows the way. Roger Diebold, Dustin Stallings, Chase Leahy, Scott Famosa, Cole Gadgedoris, Mark McCreary, Steven Sharik, James Sharik, and Michael Grant rounding out your top 10. Should be a single file restart considering we did not get a lap in under green. Complete lap anyways. Looks like Bo Condon and Greg Vial. Vial still on pit road. Condon's 25. Has seen better days. See how long that engine's going to last with all that damage on the nose of that truck. As he was just able to beat the pace truck off of pit road. As lights are still on the pace truck. Thomas Aaron going to have the button this time in that Shiner Box Chevy Silverado. And this is what every NASCAR official dreams of. You got a Chevy, a Ford, and a Toyota in your top 3. That is diversity. Your points leader, though, Roger Diebold, currently sitting in second. You know he would love nothing more than to extend that points lead coming into tonight. Dustin Stallings sitting back there in that throwback to Mike Skinner. And Chase Leahy going to be rocking outside row number 2. Scott Famosa, Cole Gadgedoris, Mark McCreary, Steven Sharik, Michael Grant, and James Sharik making up the rest of your top 10 as the lights do go out on the Chevy Silverado pace truck. Aaron electing to take the outside lane on the restart here. As this is about to get interesting. Field working its way through the 3-4 complex to see if we can get an actual lap under our belts. Pace truck gets ready to peel on off. There it goes. And here we go. With 6 laps in the books. Restarting to start lap 7. Into the Geico restart zone they go. Green flag is out and we are back underway. Aaron gets a good jump. Diebold slots into second. Leahy and Stallings still side by side for third. Leahy on the top side, Stallings on the low side. Here comes Diebold on the inside of Aaron down the back straightaway. Not going to get the run he's going to need off of 2, but that is an angry pack of Hornets behind him. Dustin Stallings continues to slip slide back through the field right now, trying to stop the hemorrhaging. As Cole Gadgedoris working his outside right now. And Scott Famosa all over his back bumper. Throws the block on Famosa coming off of 4. And through 3 and 4, looks like the outside lane already starting to pay dividends. As Aaron using that second lane through 1 and 2 as well. You're going to burn your tires off less running that second lane through 1 and 2. Now it's banked at 11 degrees in 1 and 2, 9 degrees in turns 3 and 4. So you can go a little bit harder through 1 and 2 with the extra banking, but it is a shorter radius corner. Longer radius corner through 3 and 4. And we are back under caution. Looks like Ryan Zunk. What happened to Ryan? Here you see Ryan in the 23. Traffic not too heavy. Here comes Greg McConey to his inside. Looks like Ryan had to chase it down the hill, and McConey just finished him off. Nowhere to go, though. Condon getting it woed down before he got involved in that one again. So that is going to give us caution number 2. We're going to take this moment to step away and pay a couple bills. We'll be back right after this.
We are selling beer, wine, and spirits a new way at Midway. Come check out our freshly remodeled store, now featuring even more of the huge selection and incredible prices you've come to love. New wider aisles and a 40-foot walk-in cooler feature all your favorites and libations from across the nation and beyond. Our friendly staff are friendlier than ever and serving you faster with our newly designed checkout area. For the best prices, selection, and people, come to Midway Liquors, Route 40 in Joppa.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hey, if you haven't called us already to get on the schedule for your lawn sprinkler tune-up for the upcoming season, do that today. Call or click below. We'll get you on the schedule, get your lawn sprinkler system ready for the upcoming season.
And we are back from World Wide Tech Raceway here in the outskirts of St. Louis, Missouri. Gateway International, as it used to be called, for the next round of the ThunderClap Stock Car iRacing Series. Joey Trapasso up in the booth with you tonight, rocking solo. And as we come out of that commercial break, if you want to be part of this league, in the video description you can find the contact information for Justin Clapper. They are looking for both drivers and sponsors for next season. Already in the works, planning that one out. If you'd like to be a part of the league in any way, shape, or form, just contact Justin and he will get you pointed in the right direction for the info you're looking for. Working caution number 2. Lights are out on the pace truck. Thomas Aaron, Roger Diebold, Chase Leahy, Cole Gadjadoris, Dustin Stallings, Scott Famosa, Stephen Sharik, Mark McCreary, James Sharik, and Michael Grant rounding out your top 10 as the field works its way through the 3-4 complex. Aaron going to have the button Diebold to his inside, coming off of turn number 4. Pace truck is in. Just waiting for the new restart zone to come up. You can see it painted on the outside wall there. They enter the restart zone. Green flag is back out, and we are back underway. As Aaron gets a good getaway, Leahy and Gadsdoris go side by side into turn number 1. Now Gadsdoris working on Diebold, coming off of 2. Diebold working the inside lane, slots back up to throw the block on Gadsdoris. Stacks him up just a little bit as they got some side-by-side action behind them. That's Dustin Stallings trying to make something happen on the high side on the 34 of Chase Leahy. Scott Formosa biding his time right behind them as he's got Steven Shriek to his outside coming down the back or down the front straightaway. As Roger Diebold has taken over the lead, Aaron battles back though as they go through 1 and 2. Cole Gadsdoris right there as he got about a truck length and a half gap back to 4th place, Dustin Stallings. Diebold throws to the inside through 3 and 4. Still side by side for the lead. Aaron battling back on the top side. Diebold's going to have to be careful. He's going to have to get that sorted out pretty quick, or he's just going to burn the right front tire off that Speedco number 38. Rest of the field pretty single filed out as we are going to check back at around 15th. There's Ryan Truex as he got popped for jumping the start on the initial hit. Had to go down pit road and serve a pass-through penalty. Currently back up to 14th, so good recovery drive for the 56 right now. As he's working the inside of Nate Bryant in 49. These guys continue to run stem to stern. Truex, the only one really making moves so far. Everybody else just kind of biding their time. And again, I want to thank League Commissioner Justin White for being up in race control tonight. It looks like somebody got into the wall back there. That was Michael Grant. Let's go back and take a look at what happened to Grant. Gets up into the loose stuff coming through the middle of 3 and 4. Bangs the wall. J.D. Woodward catches the race car to the teeth. Grant tries to get it off the wall. Was stuck there for a second. Well then. That was no bueno. Dustin Stallings and Cole Gadsdoris go side by side. Beautiful view down the front straightaways. The field works its way off of turn number 4. Aaron Diebold, Gadsdoris, Stallings, Shariq, Leahy as Shariq and Stallings go side by side. Shariq finally able to wrestle the spot away from the 5. Stallings going to cross him back over, coming down the front chute. Thinks better of it, gets buried in the draft, and gets towed. Justin Clapper making some headway now as he's side by side with McConey for 13th. McConey working the top side. We got one around. Looks like it was Matt Cherry. going to have to do this the hard way. I apologize, folks. As you get to see behind the curtain. Coming out of 2, looks like just a little too aggressive on that throttle pedal. And around goes Cherry. So that puts us under caution number 3. Seth Gadjadoris, unfortunately, has been on pit road for the last 15 minutes. I believe that he has probably popped an engine somewhere. You see the Dunder Mifflin F-150. Not exactly sure what's going on with Gadjadoris in the 4. But he has been, as I said, 15 minutes on pit road. Greg Vale and Bill Condon still pit farming those trucks. Condon and Vale both 1 lap down at this point. Actually, Vale's 15 down. There is your leader, Thomas Aaron. There goes Condon to get his lap back. That leaves us with 29 on the lead lap. Andrew Fuller checking in the live chat, letting us know, let's go Roger. Of course, pulling for your overall points leader, Roger Diebold, in the 38 right now. So, again, I want to thank everybody for joining us here in the live chat tonight. Let us know who you're pulling for. We'll try to highlight your favorite driver throughout the race at some point. Currently working lap 24 of 125. Next flag will end it. It looks like we're going to have a quick shootout here for the stage caution. That'll happen on lap 30. Currently working caution number 3 for incident here tonight. And only one of them has been a multi-car pileup. There has been a lot of beating and banging going on, though, that's for darn sure. As the lights go out on the Chevy Silverado pace truck, the official pace truck of iRacing. Thomas Aaron going to have the button as he's elected to take the outside lane again. Aaron, Diebold, Gadjadoris, Sharik, Stallings, Leahy, McCreary, Formosa, both Shariks in the top 10. Ryan Truex, great recovery drive for the 56, sitting inside the top 10 finally again. As the field works its way through the 3-4 complex, the pace truck picks up a little bit of speed. And this whole new restart zone deal, it's been throwing a lot of guys off. Because no longer can you just go when the pace car peels. There goes the pace truck. Here comes the field. As they enter the Geico restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Aaron drops the hammer. And we are back underway. Everybody behind him kind of tiptoeing it right now. As Sharik and Gadgedoris go side by side. And here comes Stallings throwing it to the inside as well. Sharik caught in the outside lane right now. It's Gadgedoris going to wrestle third away from him. Sharik flirting with the wall coming off a 2. Everybody staying clean so far. But everybody trying to get what they can. As we are going to be 3 laps to go in the stage. As they come across the stripe this time. Aaron shows the way. Ryan Truex continues his climb back through the field. 3 wide down the front straightaway. That is Scott Famosa, who was not afraid to send it 3 wide going into turn number 1. They're still almost 3 wide. And then it's Tyler Truex looking to go up through the middle. Aaron continues to show the way. Leahy and Famosa go side by side still. Leahy on the top side. Formosa on the low side. Here comes Sharik on the low side as well. Sorry, that's Tyler Truex on the low side. Sharik grew the 34's back bumper. Truex going to send it going into turn number 1. He's got McConey right behind him. Meanwhile, Ryan Truex sitting in 7th right now. Good recovery drive for the 56. 2 laps to go in the stage this next time by. Thomas Aaron continues to show the way. Everybody kind of getting sorted out right now. It's Truex looking to the inside of Leahy down the back straightaway. Aaron still in command of this one. Has been since the opening lap when both J.D. Woodward and Ryan Truex got popped for jumping the start. Now working lap 30 of 125.
Yellow.
And there's the stage break. Thomas Aaron, Roger Diebold, Cole Gadgedoris, Steven Sharik, Dustin Stallings, Mark McCreary, Ryan Truex, Scott Famosa, Chase Leahy, and Tyler Truex rounding out your top 10 gathering points in the stage. We are going to step away, pay a few bills, and we'll be back right after this.
We're selling beer, wine, and spirits a new way at Midway. Come check out our freshly remodeled store, now featuring even more of the huge selection and incredible prices you've come to love. New wider aisles and a 40-foot walk-in cooler feature all your favorites and libations from across the nation and beyond. Our friendly staff are friendlier than ever and serving you faster with our newly designed checkout area. For the best prices, selection, and people, come to Midway Liquors, Route 40 in Joppa.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hey, if you haven't called us already to get on the schedule for your lawn sprinkler tune-up for the upcoming season, do that today. Call or click below. We'll get you on the schedule, get your lawn sprinkler system ready for the upcoming season.
And we are back at Gateway. Stage break number 1 in the books. David Hall electing to stay out, get some bonus points on the top side. Gonna have the button as the field works its way into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out. Hall pulls the trigger. Cherry goes with him. Looks like just about everybody getting 4 fresh and some fuel there.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And that sounded healthy. Let's just see what happened to Tommy Allen Jr. Keep your eye on the 24, the Delphi orange truck on the top side. Looks like he may have spun the tires. That truck just did not want to turn. It looks like it happened in front of him anyways, as he was getting it locked down. Keep your eye on Michael Grant, the 904. As he elected to stay out under that caution. After 3 wide's never a good idea. Sharik gets into him and then finishes him off. McConey catches a piece of it. Woodward dives. Oy. Let's watch that one again. This is what the digger cam picked up on that. The answer is not much. Let's take a look at what Grant did here again. There he is, third truck in line on the low side. Already got some heavy right side damage, and there's some left side damage as well. Oy. Just one of them racing deals where fresh tires and old tires don't mix. So that's going to put us under caution number 4 for incident here tonight from Gateway. So we are back live. Dustin Hall, Matt Cherry, Ryan Zunk, Roger Diebold, Bo Condon, Cole Gadgedoris, Thomas Aaron, Dustin Stallings, Ryan Truex, and Matt Garrett rounding out your top 10. Now, David Hall has not been down pit road yet tonight. Matt Cherry, Ryan Zunk both came down on lap 22. Roger Diebold came in under the stage caution. Bo Condon was last down pit road on lap 10. And looks like everybody behind him, except for Matt Garrett, everybody else has taken 4 in fuel so far tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining us in the live chat here tonight, except for you. You can please F off and die.
Hey Tony, how you doing?
Is that a wild Josh Capital I see?
It is.
Josh, thank you so much for giving me a hand here tonight. My sinuses are giving me hell.
No problem.
You joined it right, just the perfect time, my friends. The lights go out on the pace truck. David Hall going to have the button, having not been down pit road yet tonight, as we are under caution number 4 for incident, and stage 1 is already in the books. Field working its way out of the 3-4 complex. Pace truck get ready to peel on off. There it goes. Hall has the button as they come out of turn number 4 and into the Geico restart zone.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is in the air, and we are back underway as Diebold going to lay the chrome horn to the 21. Not getting the restart he was hoping for. As Cherry now to the inside. Cherry up 24 from where he started tonight.
Doing a great job hanging on the bottom there. Is Cherry. Now slipping back.
He was hanging in there on the bottom. The last time he was down pit road was lap 22, though. So everybody around him with fresh shoes as Gadgedoris bangs the wall coming off of 4. Looks like Thomas Aaron and Dustin Stallings going hammer and tongs at it right now. Aaron led the entirety of the first stage. Let's see what he can do in traffic. And he's got a very hungry Ryan Truex right behind him, as Truex got popped for jumping the start and had to serve a pass-through on the opening lap. Diebold now throws it to the inside of Hall for the lead.
Start to pull away. Is that 38 machine Diebold from David Hall?
Hall has not been down pit road yet, so those old tires had got to be just about screaming as the 54 almost gets into him. 3 wide coming off of turn number 4. This can only end poorly.
Oh, man. Somebody caught the wall a little ways back, but...
That was Bo Condon eating the wall coming off of 2.
They're going to try 3 wide again.
Yes, they are. As Gadgedoris on the top side, Truex on the low side, as they were trying to split the 54. Ryan Truex wisely backing out of it as he continues his recovery drive.
Looked like Matt Cherry might have gotten a little loose there off the corner. He's able to keep it down there, now side by side with Ryan Truex.
Well, he does have 20-lap old tires, whereas everybody else came down under the stage caution on lap 30 to get fresh shoes put on. So Cherry right now, the oldest tires inside the second set of oldest tires in the top 10, as the 21 of David Hall is somehow still hanging on. They are still side by side in the mid-pack, though. Cherry McCreary and Tyler Truex throw a blanket over them, as Ryan still trying to make his way back to the point. Roger Diebold is stretched out almost a full second to the good over Thomas Aaron, and Aaron is a second and a half to the good over Cole Gadjadoris, who's side by side with David Hall right now for third. And here comes Ryan Truex.
Looked like he wanted to push it 3 wide, thought better of it, left it 2 wide, just decided to follow that 89.
Oh, we got one sideways.
They're wrecking in the back.
Mark McCreary was sideways. How was that not a caution?
Yeah, that was crazy. He did a great job holding on to it.
He absolutely did. Let's watch that one again. Let's back that up a little more here. McCreary got nerfed. And yeah, that was definitely not what we were looking for. Let's go back and take a look at that. You're sitting behind the curtain, folks. Bear with me. Here they are going into one. McCreary gets sideways. He's trying to save it, trying to save it, trying to save it. And boom goes Dynamite. Everybody doing a great job to avoid hitting him.
I think Mark McCreary might have hit the corner a little too deep. We're under a caution, though.
Yes, we are. Oh, big junk. And they're still wrecking.
There were truck getters everywhere there.
Now let's see what happened with Steven Sharik here. There you see him in the 83. Gets to the inside of the 11. Gets into the 11. The 11 goes around. Why am I not seeing the 11? Oh. It actually started in front of him. There is Josh Corner in the 9. Let's see what happened here. And that's McCreary right behind him. And that happened way in front of him. Okay. STK is not playing nice with me tonight, folks. I do apologize. Let's keep our eye on Scott Famosa here in the 80. See him bumping and banging in front of him. And, yep. Oy. That was a shot.
Looks like may have started with 54, possibly.
Well, let's find out. Yeah, it did. Okay, so there's the 11. That absolutely did start with the 54.
Would have and Matt Cherry in the 54 machine.
Well, we're going to have to do it this way, folks, and I do apologize again for giving you a look behind the curtain. Just a little too aggressive for the second time tonight. 54 self-loop, but this time heavy traffic. Formosa race truck to the face. 23, 47 involved. And see who that was that piled in there at the last second. That was Sharik that rear-ended Formosa. So now we've got a lot of torn up trucks, and we are back under caution.
I did see a lot of drivers come down pit road as well.
Yeah, there was a whole slew of drivers involved in that one. Robert Walton happened to go down pit road. J.D. Woodward, Justin Clapper, Scott Formosa still on pit road. Stephen Sharik, James Sharik, Ryan Zunk, Vince Burns, Bobby Grant, and Greg McConey all still on pit road. Now McConey has been on pit road for the last 11 minutes because he got caught up in the previous caution on lap 47 and unfortunately hand grenaded an engine when he hit.
I just got the 1 to green signal, so we're going back racing next time around, Tony.
Absolutely, sir. And if you want to get us going, I would greatly appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Hang on, we're not going green.
And they're putting the lights back on the pace car, so we go around one more time. Looks like we got a stop truck down the back straightaway. It's going to be Justin Clapper in the 63 machine.
Not sure what's going on with Clapper.
Wondered if he had to let the field go around.
Yeah, he's got to serve an EOL. Roger Diebold, Thomas Aaron, Ryan Truex. Great recovery drive for Ryan so far. Cole Gadjadores, Tyler Truex, Dustin Stallings, Matt Garrett, Tyler Chalk, who's been strong all night. Matt Garrett, Chase Leahy, and Nate Bryant rounding out your top 10. As lights should be going back out on the Chevy Silverado pace truck this time by.
Are they utilizing the restart zone tonight, Tony? Do you know?
They are, and as a matter of fact, that's why Ryan Truex was so deep in the field as he was. He had to serve a pass-through on the opening lap for jumping the start.
I have not tested the restart zone myself. I've not even seen it in the works yet, so this will be a first for me.
You have to be in the restart zone that's painted on the wall before you can pull the trigger now, or else it's an automatic pass-through penalty. And by the time you get halfway through the restart zone, the green flag will be out.
Very interesting.
So you've got maybe a truck length to play with.
Well, looks like Roger Diebold is going to be the control truck here. Pace truck making its way down pit road, making that very tight turn.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag is back out. Roger Diebold hits the gas and he gets going. Huge jump over the rest of the field.
Tyler Truex going to throw it to, or Ryan Truex going to throw it to the inside. Got Tyler on his tailgate as they work the inside of Thomas Aaron right now. Roger Diebold trying to get as much distance between himself and that Toyota as he possibly can, as Ryan Truex is on a charge right now.
Gotten a little bit tight entering the corner. He has Thomas Aaron right there pinching him down on the corner. They make it through. Ryan Truex fading back just a little bit.
Now, because of the gift Ryan gave on the opening lap for jumping the start, Thomas Aaron led all 30 laps of the opening stage, as we're going to be 5 to go in the stage this next time by, as Roger Diebold now has command. Some good racing going on in the mid-pack is back around 13th. That is the 11 of Nikolai Jardin getting worked over right now by the 9 of Josh Corner. Drag race down the straightaway as Bo Condon making some headway on Nate Bryant.
Really tight action going on. They were really close through the corner.
They weren't beating and banging, but they were darn close to it. As here comes Dustin Stallings looking to go with Condon. Both those Condon now inside the top 10. First stage points of the season for the 25 if he can hang on.
He's going to have a hard time here. Side by side.
Stallings just sends it. Condon gives him plenty of room. As you can see all the damage on the 25 right now. Condon doesn't want any piece of that one. Is in front of him, that's McCrary and the 3 of Garrett going hammer and tongs. McCrary finally wrestling the spot away. As everybody kind of riding right now, as we are 3 to go in the stage. Diebold, Aaron, Truex, Gadjadoris, Chalk, Leahy, McCreary, Garrett, and Stallings rounding out your top 10. Before to Roger Diebold. Go ahead.
I was going to say Thomas Aaron has been fast struck the last couple times around, and he's catching Diebold.
He was quick during the hot lap session. Didn't get the qualifying lap he was hoping for. Was slated to start 4th. But the pole sitter didn't grid up. Ryan Truex and J.D. Woodward both jumped the start. So he was gifted the lead on lap 1 as we started this piece. 2 to go. Popsicle sticks in the air for the stage. Diebold has control. Aaron right there stalking him. One little slip up and the points leader is going to be relegated to second in the stage. As he finished second in the first stage, would love nothing more than to break up the sweep of stages here tonight against Aaron.
And I think if Diebold makes a mistake, maybe slips up, Aaron gets by, I think both the Truexes are going to be able to get by as well. All pretty close to Diebold here.
Absolutely. You got about a second gap from Tyler Truex in 4th, back to Cole Gadjadoris in 5th. And that is the stage. I think. That should have been the stage. Somebody want to wake Justin up? They're still racing. There it is. Better late than pregnant, Justin. Roger Diebold, Thomas Aaron, Ryan Truex, Tyler Truex, Cole Gadjadoris, Tyler Chalk, Chase Leahy, Mark McCreary, Matt Garrett, and Dustin Stallings rounding out your points gatherers in stage number 2. We are going to step away, pay a couple bills, and we'll be back right after this.
We are selling beer, wine, and spirits a new way at Midway. Come check out our freshly remodeled store, now featuring even more of the huge selection and incredible prices you've come to love. New wider aisles and a 40-foot walk-in cooler feature all your favorites and libations from across the nation and beyond. Our friendly staff are friendlier than ever and serving you faster with our newly designed checkout area. For the best prices, selection, and people, come to Midway Liquors, Route 40 in Joppa.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hey, if you haven't called us already to get on the schedule for your lawn sprinkler tune-up for the upcoming season, do that today. Call or click below. We'll get you on the schedule, get your lawn sprinkler system ready for the upcoming season.
And we are back at Gateway. Stage 2 in the books. Roger Diebold winning the battle off pit road. He and Thomas Aaron have led the vast majority of laps here tonight. But there's two very hungry Truex teammates right behind them. Out of turn number 4, Diebold has the button as the field works its way into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Diebold wastes no time dropping the hammer. And here comes Truex.
Bold's done a great job last couple restarts to get way out there, but both Truex and Aaron really caught up going into one there. Oh, they're loose behind. That's cold tires right there.
Mm-hmm. And we've seen that be the bane of existence for a lot of guys tonight. As here comes the 88 McCreary working the inside of Ryan Truex. Take a quick check of our weathers. Hey, McCreary sideways. It's not that cold out, is it? 76 degree ambient air temperature. Oy. Matt Garrett almost got one.
Drivers are...
They're still trying to wreck.
Yeah. They're pushing it now.
Well, it's go time. It's the, it's the final. This is it. This is what's left in the race. Get what you can and hold on.
Yeah.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And I had just clicked onto those two as well.
What's that? Bo Condon around.
Bo Condon and Josh Corner.
Josh Corner's machine, I believe.
Keep your eye on the 9 and the 25. You see the 9 on the top side, or 9 on the low side. Condon's 25 on the top side. It's like Condon started to get loose, tried to chase it down the hill. The 11 absolutely nowhere to go and just finishes him off. And we are back under caution.
Ooh.
Look,
Condon almost getting a piece of that outside.
Yeah, he got it locked down just in time. Well then. That should now give J.D. Woodward the free pass. And that'll give us 20 trucks on the lead lap.
You know, I'm showing, and I could be completely wrong, but JD Woodward was in 20th place, where I believe it's Hall is 17th, first one lap down.
You are correct, sir. I had it wrong. Let's see who's going to pick up the pace here. And it looks like it is going to be Hall in the 21. Doing a little bit of pit strategery there. After staying out for as long as he did, finally did come down and got some damage fixed. As you can see, that truck looks like it's been through a war already. Now the question is that engine going to last? As we are currently working lap 69 of 125 here.
This track is kind of funny, the way that it works, because the straightaways are so long, you could look at it as a speedway, but the corners are so tight that they almost drive like a spurt track. So, front end of his truck, it's going to be hurting down those long straightaways.
If he can get some drafting help, he should be okay. But
For sure.
my biggest concern, and it's been the bane of existence of the trucks ever since the latest damage model has come out, it's so easy to poke a hole in the radiator.
Yeah,
and the oil cooler. So
these trucks are a blast to drive, and they have easily become one of my favorites to drive on iRacing, to race with.
yeah, I mean, the trucks they're always fun, no matter where you take them. You know, short track, long track, dirt track, doesn't matter. The trucks are fun. Make no qualms about that one. But with the latest damage model, for some reason, it's so much easier to poke a hole in the radiator than it's ever been before. And we saw before the last damage model, especially on the plate tracks, it was so easy to overheat these things to begin with that by the time you realize your temp gauge is in the red, you're towing back to pits.
Yeah, absolutely.
Roger Diebold, Thomas Aaron, Ryan Truex, Tyler Truex, Dustin Stallings, Cole Gadgedoris, Matt Garrett, Mark McCreary, Nikolai Jardin, and Chase Leahy rounding out your top 10 as the lights go out on the Chevy Silverado pace truck. Diebold's going to have the button one more time. He's going to be starting from the top side this time. This way he knows that Thomas Aaron can't pass him before the start-finish line. Because that's what caught J.D. Woodward out on the initial start. Woodward was starting second to Ryan Truex. Woodward dropped the hammer as soon as he saw the green flag come out. Truex didn't go, and both of them had to serve pass-throughs. As the field works its way through the 3-4 complex, Diebold and Aaron on the front row, coming off of turn number 4 and into the Geico restart zone one more time.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. Diebold drops the hammer, and we are back underway.
I think the biggest beneficiary on that restart is going to be Tyler Truex.
Absolutely, as he's now up into second, up 12 from where he started. Not the biggest mover tonight, though. That belongs to the 66, or Robert Walton, who's up 17 from where he started. Field getting pretty single-filed out already. battling going on just inside the last couple of spots of the top 10. Says Matt Garrett. Here comes Tyler Chalk working the inside of Chase Leahy. Leahy gives plenty of room going through 1 and 2.
He took it way wide. I'm surprised he was able to get clear there on exit of turn 2.
Garrett now all over the tailgate of the 5 of Dustin Stallings. That Toyota Tundra looks like it's been through a war. As Tyler Truex has to deal with Thomas Aaron now. Aaron looks to the inside through 1 and 2. Truex going to use the second lane to get the run off of 2 and wrestle the spot back away from Aaron. Aaron, though, in a good slipstream, but fastest lap of the race was just set by your race leader and points leader, Roger Diebold, 34.15.
I think Tyler Truex might be struggling a little bit here. See Aaron able to wrap the bottom of 3 and 4 a lot better than Tyler Truex was able to. And once again, right there on the bottom, Tyler Truex tried more of a diamond exit through turn 2. Interested to see. Oh, Aaron's gonna drive it into the corner there.
And Truex has been running that second lane all night, and he's able to carry the momentum off the corner. Drag race, though, down the front straightaway. Truex on the top side, Aaron on the low side. Aaron going to send it into 1. Contact in the entry of 1. That's going to run Truex up the track and going to open the door for Ryan to get to the back bumper of Tyler.
Tyler Truex, as soon as he got past there, he said 10-4. He's looking underneath 93 Thomas Aaron, bringing Ryan Truex with him.
And Ryan, unfortunately, not able to get the clear on Thomas. Field pretty strung out right now. Everybody kind of minding their P's and Q's. This battle here, though, in the top 5 is one of your closest on track.
And while these guys are battling, the Truexes and Aaron, Diebold's able to just pull away.
He absolutely is. He's now a 2.5 seconds to the good. And another one who's having a good recovery drive is that man in the Recon 63. That is Justin Clapper, up 14 from where he started. Make that 15 now. His Leahy had big problems coming through 1 and 2.
And Tony, I'm not so sure if there was an issue or not. It seemed like a lot of people were dropped out of the race, including myself as the commentator.
Yeah, there's big problems.
I see.
The entire server just went. Welcome to week 13. I got nothing. We stay green, though. If you want to jump up to race control, up at the very top, Justin White. If you want to jump up there and ask him what's going on. As we are watching Cole Gadgedoris work his magic right now. Mark McCreary right in front of him. Matt Garrett right behind him. And we've lost half the field. Tyler Truex being one of them. Chase Leahy, Bocon, and Robert Walton, Tommy Allen, Michael Grant, Greg Vial, Matt Cherry, all have been dropped from the server. Oh, that's no bueno. There's the 31 of Tyler Chalk. See a lot of right side damage on the boot barn 31. Dustin Stallings right in front of him. As we've got, that's Matt Garrett, Cole Gadgedoris, and Mark McCreary right there as well. Meanwhile, at the front of this piece, Roger Diebold, a second and a quarter to the good over the man that led the entirety of the first segment, Thomas Aaron, who is another second to the good, just under a second to the good, over Ryan Truex. There's McCrary, another second and a half behind. Cole Gadgedoris, Matt Garrett, Dustin Stallings, Tyler Chalk, Justin Clapper, and Josh Corner rounding out your top 10 as the 31 of Chalk throws to the inside of Stallings, coming through 3 and 4. Stallings using the second lane to his advantage right now.
So from what I've gathered, if the mass majority of the field disconnects, then they would be able to restart the race. It wasn't more than 50%, so they are going to continue it the way it is. Very unfortunate, but the race does continue. 42 laps to go.
Well, we had half the field gone. You guys are just getting back in the session now. Many of them multi-laps down. Oh, it's going to be a fun post-race powwow after this one. Oh, to be a fly on the wall, which I can be. Stallings and Tyler Chalk and Dustin Stallings still going after each other like two kids in the backseat of a station wagon on a summer vacation.
And here, Greg McConey is having more issues. Caution is out now.
Oi!
There's a car stopped on the backstretch.
That is the 55 of Vince Burns. Let's see what happened to Vince here. There is Tyler Truex. Just runs him flat over. Oh. Let's see what happened to Justin Clapper here as well.
And more drivers have once again been disconnected. That includes Tyler Truex, Matt Garrett, Greg McConey, Tommy Allen.
Hold it.
Condon, Veal, Grant.
We are going to back that up and see that again. Yeah, that's what I thought happened. Watch what happens. And I want to say it was the 24 Tommy Allen that did it. So there's Clapper. Trying to take evasive action. And just gets flat run over. Yeah, that's not cool. Well then. The joys of week 13.
Yeah, having a lot of issues right now.
So your current running order is Thomas Aaron. As Roger Diebold went pit side, looks like he may have gotten his money stop out of the way now. So Thomas Aaron, Ryan Truex, Tyler Chalk, Mark McCreary, Nikolai Jardin, Roger Diebold, Cole Gadgedoris, Dustin Stallings, Josh Corner, and Anthony Burleson, a name we haven't mentioned too much tonight. And that's probably why we haven't mentioned him much tonight, because that's probably the cleanest truck on track right now. Burleson rounds out your top 10.
Yeah, that truck doesn't appear to have a scratch on it. Looks very clean.
I know, right? Good on you, sir. Yeah, that was Greg Vial in the 26 that ran Clapper flat over. As Tyler Truex, looks like he's getting penned with that one. But Truex is the one that ran the 55 clean through to bring out the caution. As the lights go out on the Chevy Silverado pace truck, Thomas Aaron gonna have the trigger. And Ryan Truex back where he started the night on the outside of row number 1. Working lap 90 of 125. I want to thank everybody for joining us in the live chat right now. Tommy Allen checking in that he got disconnected. And I do stand corrected. Mark McCreary is the truck's points leader. The Bulls just leading the overall championship, I believe. Don't quote me on that because nobody gave me updated points. Field works its way out of turn number 4 into the restart zone. Aaron pulls the trigger and we are back underway. Looks like Nikolai Jardin did not get going. That stacked Cole Gadgedoris up behind him.
They're wrecking in the back.
They are at that. Is J.D. Woodward one of the members involved in that one? Let's see what happened to the 47. You see him there from high above in the chopper.
Oh. Is that Grant?
That was the 3 of Garrett.
Somebody might have clipped Garrett.
Well, let's back up and see what happened with Garrett. See the 55 getting a run on the top side. Goes with his teammate. Ryan Truex trying to make something happen. Yep, just clipped the 904, and around she goes.
Was that Grant got into Garrett? I think that was
yes.
the 904?
Yes, it was. And it was just a light touch, too. That's all it took. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining us in the live chat right now. Let us know who you're pulling for. We'll try to highlight your favorite driver throughout the night. As we are only a couple laps away from Thomas Aaron clinching most laps led here tonight. As it looks like Steven Sharik going to get the free pass in the 83 to get back one of his laps.
There's a little bit of confusion going on.
That's not hard to do with me in the booth.
So, iRacing had some kind of glitch there, and it sounds like from the control tower, JD Woodworth will also be a waiver as well as Sharik. iRacing gave it to Sharik, and it should have been Woodward.
Well,
So,
they Woodward stopped to avoid hitting it, and that's why it didn't give it to him, because
that makes sense.
it's classified it as a crash because he stopped.
Yep.
So
That makes sense. Unfortunate as it is, but Race Control did review it. They are giving it to JD Woodworth as well as Sharik. Goes from 2 laps down to 1 lap down.
So don't forget to hit subscribe, turn on bell notifications so you don't miss a single moment of action here on the Esports Broadcasting Network. As excuse me, Friday night we have the Circle B Diecast Super Speedway Series round number 3, race number 1 from Daytona. That's an 8:20 Eastern Time start on that one. Saturday night we have the Super Late Model AI Series from North Wilkesboro. That'll be an 8 p.m. premiere on that one. Sunday night, the only game in town is going to be the ISNF Cup Series from Watkins Glen as they go to round 3 of their playoffs. 5:30 Eastern Time start for that one. And then Monday night, the season finale from Phoenix for the CleanRacing.net Truck Series. So still a ton of racing left here this week. As the lights go back out on the pace car. Josh, why don't you get us going?
Sounds good. Tell you what, though, looking at those shows, all of them sound like really good shows. A little bit of everything as well. Daytona, North Wilkesboro.
Have you had a chance to watch the AI series yet?
I have not, actually.
You get spoiled. 3 and 4 wide at Lanier.
Oh, man.
And they didn't crash. We have yet to have a caution in that season. And it is
Sounds like a whole lot of fun.
It is, and it's a who's who of full-fendered short track auto racing. You've got guys from the Cars series, guys from the Super Late Model NASCAR series, K&N Pro Series, ARCA Series, Hooters Pro Cup Series,
green flag.
all slugging it out week in and week out. Speaking of slugging it out, we are back underway here at Gateway. Thomas Aaron gets a good getaway. Ryan Truex just stalking him right now.
Ryan Truex got a great exit off the corner there and stalking Aaron down the back straightaway.
Gets a decent run. Aaron able to hold him off right now as Roger Diebold on the fresh tires continues his climb back up through the field, back into the top 10. Right in front of him, though, that's Cole Gadjadoris working the inside of Mark McCrary. As Gadjadoris makes it stick and up into a podium position so far.
Coming to 28 laps to go.
Diebold looking on the inside of McCreary coming off of 4. Thinks better of it. Gets a little bit better run. But McCreary able to hang on with that top side. The second lane already paying dividends here tonight. But Diebold using the short way around to reel in McCreary as they haul it down the back straightaway.
He's doing a great job there. He's using the bottom and going right back down to the bottom.
He absolutely is. It's a long shot down the front straightaway. And coming into turn number 1. Aaron, Truex, Gadgedoris, McCreary, Diebold, Chalk, Stallings, Burleson, Corner, and Hall rounding out your top 10. As Diebold looks to the inside of McCreary, coming through 3 and 4, going to get the slide job done. Gadgedoris right now all over the back bumper of Ryan Truex.
Making a nice pass on the outside. Using those tires. Just running them down up top.
Gadgedoris was down on lap 87. He and Diebold both came pit side to get their money stops out of the way. And that's what 20 lap pressure tires can do for you. Aaron, though, trying to hang on as we are right now 25 to go. Working lap 101 of 125 here tonight. Gadgedoris, a little bit of a wiggle coming off of 2. Gets tucked in behind Aaron, and they are both starting to pull a little bit of a gap on Ryan Truex. And Truex may have gone a little too hard, a little too soon on those fresher shoes, as he's now falling back into the clutches of Roger Diebold, as Gadgedoris and Aaron continue to go after each other.
Gadgedoris had to get around Ryan Truex from the high side. I think Gadgedoris was trying, but he looks to the low side, trying to cut underneath. Not going to be side by side down the backstretch, but they were pretty close to me.
Gadgedoris is just biding his time right now. He knows he's got the tire advantage on Aaron. The last thing he wants to see is a caution coming out right now, because that would allow Aaron and Ryan Truex to both get their money stops free of charge.
And I'm wondering here if Gadgedoris is just not trying to abuse his tires too much here, because he knows Diebold isn't too far behind. He doesn't want to really heat those tires up trying too hard to get around him.
Well, I mean, he is a tire specialist in real life. He knows what these Goodyear Wranglers can handle. Lap 103 of 25 in the books. Thomas Aaron continues to show the way. As we were trying to keep an eye on this top couple of battles here. Yeah, we're going to stay with that one. Gadgedoris looking on the inside of Aaron. Aaron slams the door. Down the front straightaway they come. Aaron got a better run off of 4 that time. And so did Diebold, as he is now applying the pressure to that Toyota Tundra of Ryan Truex.
Keep watching Truex and Diebold, and the way it seems is that Truex gets a better entry into the corner, and Diebold gets a better exit. And I think the better exit is really paying dividends here. Diebold all over the back of the 56 now. Ryan Truex looking underneath, not quite there to be side by side with Truex.
Absolutely, as Truex, or Diebold looks like he's just toying with Truex right now. Oh, gives him the Crone horn in the middle of 2.
Tried to use the bump and run, couldn't quite do it. There was a little bit of contact there.
No harm, no foul, though.
I'm surprised there that Diebold wasn't able to get under Truex that time. Truex went way wide on corner exit of turn 4. Now Diebold is there. They're going to be side by side off exit of 2 and down the back stretch.
Diebold trying to stay off of Truex. Now just sends it going into 3. Has the clear. Diebold back up into a podium position. Truex back to 4th. A little bit of battling going on in the mid-pack as J.D. Woodward working the top side on Nikolai Jardin. Jardin gave him plenty of room. And that is an angry pack of Hornets behind him just outside the top 10.
It's almost 6 trucks under a blanket there.
They absolutely
Not all
are.
of them are lead lap trucks, but
Yellow flag is out.
still battling. We got a caution, though.
Ryan Zunk looks like had issues. Let's take a look at what happened to Ryan here. There you're seeing the Captain Crunch 23. Looks like all by his lonesome. Oh, no, he wasn't. Looks like a 33 got into the wall and then got into it. Zunk. Let's watch that one again. And let's see what happened. Hold on. There's Tyler Chalk. Let's see what happened to Tyler. As that was a long slide for life. And that would exactly be what happened to Tyler. As he got the chrome horn from the 5 of Stallings. And bink.
Wow.
Then goes to get back up to speed. And just overcooked it going into 1. And up into the 23 went. And the 23 is around.
Well, guys, as we get this caution, I just wanted to announce my presence.
Hey, it's that guy.
It's that guy, Bo Condon, driver of the 25 RL Productions Chevy. And I was victim of the whole iRacing fiasco there. But I've enjoyed listening to you guys and saw that we just had the leaders that needed to come down for that money stop. They just came on in.
Yeah, if you're Cole Gadgedoris, you got to be about ready to start kicking puppies right now. Because that was
Absolutely.
the last thing he wanted to see.
No, for sure. And I appreciate you, by the way, for sticking in there for what's been a lengthy race. And your voice just sounds so majestic tonight.
Yeah,
We
right.
appreciate your extra efforts.
Sound like I smoked 20 packs a day for the last 20 years.
Yep, and I just choked too, so we're all going down. Yeah, I tell you guys,
There's a
it's
joke
been-
made in there, and I don't want to pull the pin.
Don't do it. It was an interesting night, though. This track is really tough. It's tough to pass guys. And you saw in a lot of instances where guys were like, all right, I'm going to give him 3 shots. And if I don't have him by 3, then I'm just going to have to move somebody. And you had a lot of guys running into each other. A lot of guys, these are really thin walls. I mean, you don't have a lot of racetrack to use up. So if you start going south, it's just going to keep going farther south for you. And unfortunately, a lot of guys caught up in incidents tonight. But I like what I'm seeing up front. It's put a lot of guys who essentially their race was over in stage 1 now hanging out here in the top 5 even.
Well, I mean, let's talk about the recovery drive that Ryan Truex had. After jumping the initial start and having to do the pass-through penalty on the lap 1, got so lucky that the caution came out just as he was coming down pit road.
Yeah, it was perfect play for that. Clearly, there's some issues with that beautiful restart rule that iRacing has put out. And Tony Burleson, another guy who
Absolutely.
he's been black flagged more than a pirate ship tonight. And
But the
here
truck
he
is clean.
He's had enough time to serve these penalties and clean that truck up.
Well, this is steady. He hasn't hit anything.
Yeah, I think you're pretty much right. I haven't heard him. He's cussed, but he hasn't cussed from contact.
And then we can't not talk about Josh Corner in the 9. Josh is up 20 spots from where he started this piece. Did not get the qualifying attempt he wanted. Started deep in the field, and that Realtree Chevy Silverado looks just about as clean as it did when they unloaded it off the hauler.
Yeah, Josh has been out for 5 weeks, so he's making a triumphant return. Unfortunately, he and I had an incident when I got tied up with the 88's business, and that just kind of cascaded our issues. So I'm glad that he wasn't too hurt in that incident and that he's sitting right here in the top 5.
Absolutely. As the lights are out on the Chevy Silverado pace truck, Cole Gadgedoris restarting from the outside lane. Going to have Dustin Stallings to his inside. The Stallings truck looks like it's been through a frickin' war.
Yeah, it absolutely does. He's still holding on, sitting P2 right now, though.
He is at that.
Josh,
as the pace
he's
truck
had a hell
is
of a
in.
race too.
He's had a very eventful race. But pace truck is in, field into the Geico restart zone. Gadgedoris drops the hammer, and we are back underway. Stallings looks like he may have spun the tires ever so slightly, as did Anthony Burleson, as he's now working the inside of corner. And here comes Truex going 3 wide.
I think the best thing for Truex is he got a better restart than Diebold did. Now Truex is coming all the way already side by side with P2.
Truex has the fresh tires.
Thomas Aaron doing the exact same thing.
He is at that. I was trying to figure out what I was looking at for a second there. But Truex all over Gadgedoris for the lead. Down into turn number 1. Fresh tires for Truex. Old tires for Gadgedoris. And Truex makes it look just that simple.
I believe he's in the checkout aisle.
Good night, everybody.
I wasn't so sure Ryan Truex was going to be able to get up there with just a short amount of laps left. He got up there a lot sooner than I even would have thought he would have gotten up there, and he is pulling away by a lot now.
He nailed that restart.
100%.
Thomas Aaron now works the backside of Gadgedoris. Gadgedoris is almost a sitting duck at this point, as both Truex and Aaron were able to come down and get their money stops under that caution. He did not want that caution to come out at all, as Ryan Truex just reset. Fast lap of the race, 34 dead.
Jeez.
Ten laps to go for Ryan Truex. If this thing stays green.
That's a big if.
It is. And did the 38 take tires that stopped too, or had he already made his money stop?
Yep, Diebold already made his money stop. That was fuel only.
Gotcha. I was still connecting at that time.
And Truex just went sub 34. First driver tonight to do so.
I'm logging off. But we know he has the speed. We know he has the talent. He's shown it in the ThunderClap League for the last 2 years. All he needs is some clean air, and that is what every single driver in this league fears.
Oh, absolutely. You get him the clean track, and good night. It's now McCreary working the inside of Gadgedoris. McCreary is on the same tire strategy as the 2 in front of him, as McCreary came down for his money stop on 109. And it looks like J.D. Woodward did the same thing.
Man, McCreary trying really hard there. Got loose off turn 4. A little sideways. Trying to get the power down.
Here comes Diebold on Stallings on the inside of him. Coming through 1 and 2. Gets the slide job made, and back into the top 5 is Roger Diebold. Back behind him, that's the 21 of David Hall, who led a couple laps early. Working with J.D. Woodward right now. Battle for 8th, side by side, through 3 and 4.
It's interesting. I'm watching the lap times, and Thomas Aaron has been faster than Ryan Truex last couple laps.
Let's go on board with Aaron and see what a lap is like with him.
And I'm very curious to know if he was downshifting through 1 and 2.
Well, let's find out. Yes, he is.
A lot of guys have been utilizing that tonight. I felt it was the fastest way around. It's hairy, though, when you're going back through those gears.
You could see him have to chase it up the track, coming off a 2. Let's compare that with what Ryan Truex is doing. He's downshifting to 3 and 4 as well.
He's trying to get as much power into that thing as he can.
Keeping it up in the rev range is Truex. And just letting the big dog eat. 5 to go.
Look at how much he's fighting the wheel.
Absolutely. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was probably an 8-to-1 gearbox in that thing. About as tight a gearbox as you can get for these trucks. And you can see just... No.
Truex didn't hit his corner there.
He missed it that time. That rattled him a little bit.
Yeah, Truex was lucky Aaron wasn't closer there.
Got very lucky. He's looking at it. He's watching just as much of where Aaron is as much as he's trying to hit his marks. 3 laps to go. We've seen Ryan Truex in this situation a couple times already this season and has had events stolen from him. Aaron not quite close enough yet to give him the chrome horn. But it's going to be 2 to go at the stripe. Aaron does have plenty of time to do it still.
If Truex makes another mistake, I think Aaron's going to be ready for it.
Two to go. Truex, Aaron, McCreary, Diebold, Gadgedoris. As Diebold looks to the inside of Gadgedoris, down the front straightaway. Battle for 4th, hot and heavy right now. Diebold with a nose just out in front of Gadgedoris. As they go into turn number 3, gets the clear. Diebold has 4 seconds to make up, though, to get on the podium. White flag out. We are racing back to checkers. Ryan Truex in command. Truck length and a half to the gap. Back to Thomas Aaron. Aaron going to have one more shot at him. Down the back straightaway they come. Aaron in the slipstream. Not going to be close enough to make it happen, though. Just has to keep it off the wall for one more corner. Here comes Truex off of turn number 4. Down the back front straightaway. Ryan Truex wins at Gateway.
It was a great run for Ryan Truex.
It was a great recovery drive. I'm sad you kind of missed most of it.
Yeah, that would have been just a great drive to watch, and I am sad that I did miss him coming from the back.
It was very fun to keep an eye on all race long. As here he comes to the front straightaway as soon as I can find where the heck he is. Bo, are you still with us? Hello, Bo. There he is. As we are going to reach out now to the driver of the TRD Toyota Tundra, Ryan Truex. Congratulations on winning at Gateway.
Yeah, thank you. That was an interesting one for sure.
What happened at the start?
I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. The leader or the pole winner went to the rear, and I don't know if that had something to do with it. But me and I think it was the 47 maybe, both got black flags around the start. So I think that was just probably a new glitch for the restart rules that we weren't really anticipating, I guess.
Well, Ryan, great recovery drive all night. You kept your wits about you. Talk us through what would have happened had we not seen that last caution.
Man, I don't know. My tires, I was not good at keeping the tires under it for sure, especially the right front. The 93 Thomas, he was definitely faster than me all night. So a few more laps, he probably would have had me. I just couldn't keep the right front tire on it. But yeah, it worked out. I tried to save my tires for the end. I think he was on the same strategy, and it luckily it worked out for us. But yeah, definitely got lucky with this one for sure.
Ryan, glad to have you back with the series after a couple weeks off. Great drive here tonight at Gateway. Next week, we do go to Martinsville in the Xfinity car. Will you be back with us for that one, too?
I hope so. It's a fun combo. Yeah, we'll see. If real life doesn't get in the way, hopefully I'll be there.
All right, Ryan, we're going to let you go celebrate here at Gateway with your team. Who do you need to thank before we turn you loose?
Oh, just all these fans in the grandstands. As you can see, it's a packed house. So
always is.
This one's for them.
Ryan Truex, congratulations at winning here at Gateway. We will hopefully see you next week in Martinsville. And we are just looking for... There he is. And Josh, I believe you've got Thomas Aaron with you now.
Yeah, Thomas, runner-up tonight, had the lead for quite a while, but last caution came out and got stuck behind some traffic. What was it like there getting through traffic on that final restart?
Yeah, it's just another case of it just seems like I have a really fast car every week. And we were only able to put it together at COTA. But honestly, really, I lost the race on pit road. I slid through my box on the money stop. So it really all came down to me. I screwed up. Getting through traffic was tough, but with the fresh tires, it wasn't too bad. It's just he got through the traffic faster than I did. He restarted on the outside, which if I wouldn't have slid through my box, I would have started out there and, probably would have got the win. But, it is what it is.
Well, they always say just a couple more laps is all I needed. If you had just a couple more laps, do you think you would have gotten up there to Ryan Truex to possibly give him the chrome horn, or even just allow you to get a nose under him to try to pass him?
Yeah, I don't know because it's so hard to pass here, and the guy on the outside can just hold you down. I mean, I was guilty of that multiple times, holding off my position. But honestly, I wasn't going to move him. I don't feel like this is a place where you move someone. And you're probably wondering, well, you moved him at COTA. Well, that was a low speed corner, and I was going for my first win of the season. So I don't normally drive like that. So I wasn't going to move him this time. I was going to race him clean.
All right. Well, is there anybody you'd like to thank who gets it done for you?
Just like last time, my parents, man. My parents are awesome.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, hi, Mom. My parents, my friends. I have a really good group of friends, and they watch the streams and stuff, so they always cheer me on.
All right. Well, congrats on your second place finish, and maybe we'll see you next week at Martinsville.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one.
You as well.
So that was our second place finisher, Thomas Aaron. Joining us now is the man who came home on the final step of the podium after a kind of a hairy night, but nonetheless, good run for Mark McCrary. Congratulations on the podium.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That was not my best race by no means, and so the fact that I got on a podium I'll take it for sure.
Well, Mark, we saw you have a little trouble on some cold tires. Was it really that slick on the fresh shoes?
For me, it was. I don't know what was going on. I got real loose. I got loose going into. I went in too hot going into turn one, and I smacked the wall. And after that, every time on entry, it was real loose. And then on the cold tires on one of the restarts, I just about wrecked it coming out of four, and I just put to the floor right there every single lap, except for and on that one, I just thought it would stick, and it didn't.
Well, you still kept your wits about you all night. We do change gears a little bit. We go from an egg shape to a paper clip next week with the Xfinity car at Martinsville. Your thoughts going into that one?
I like Martinsville. It's always a fun race. I think it'll be interesting with there's a lot of competition, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of beating and banging. So it'll be an interesting night, I'm sure.
All right, Mark, again, congratulations on another podium this season. Who do you need to thank before we turn you loose?
I think Team Alpha, Speed King, Z Motorsports, Alan Marshall, he owns the team, and definitely got to thank him. Got to thank teammates. Scott Formosa, we've practiced on this track, and he knew how to get around this track a whole lot better than I did starting out, and so he showed me a lot of stuff. So I got to thank Scott, and obviously the sponsor, Chandler's Car Connection in Gibsonville, North Carolina. So if you need a vehicle, go visit them here in the Gibsonville, North Carolina area.
Fair enough. Mark McCrary, again, congratulations on the podium. We will see you next week at Martinsville.
All right, thanks, guys.
Well, Josh, we've got another one in the books, my friend. As we're going to turn that off. We're going to turn that off. And we are going to bring up the finishing order. And that is not the finishing order. That is Ryan Truex coming home with the victory. Thomas Aaron hanging on for second. Mark McCrary running out your podium. Roger Diebold, good recovery drive on the older tires, coming home in fourth. Cole Gadgedoris hanging on for another top five. Dustin Stallings, Anthony Burleson, Tyler Chalk, David Hall, and J.D. Woodward. Good recovery drive for him, rounding out your top 10. Josh?
Joshua Corner finishing 11th. Steven Sharik in 12th. Justin Clapper brings it home 13th. Nikolai Jardin, 14th. Matt Garrett in 15th. Tyler Truex comes home in 16th. 17th, Robert Walton. 18th, Michael Grant. Bobby Grant in 19th. And Tommy Allen Jr. in 20th.
21st going to Greg Valle, James Sharik, Ryan Zunk, Scott Famosa, and Greg McConey running out your top 25. Chase Leahy, Bo Condon, Vince Burns, Nate Bryant, Matt Cherry, and Seth Gadgedoris rounding out those who started. Justin White, thank you so much for being up in race control tonight. That is going to do it for us from Gateway. Be sure to join us Friday night for round number 3, race number 1 of the Rowdy Energy Circle B Diecast Super Speedway Series. But for Mr. Josh Compernall, this is Tony Trapasso reminding you, ladies and gentlemen, that as you walk down the road of life, please don't play in traffic. Good night, everybody.